Local news for you now. Metro has more than 100 buses past their FTA useful lifespan. Each bus costs $500,000, by the way, but maintaining those older buses is also expensive. We just heard from Lisa Smith in our last hour about some of the problems that Metro has and some of the possible solutions. And joining me now is Brandy Jones from SORTA Metro to kind of explain all of this. And Brandy, we're talking about 100 out of 300 plus buses. That's a third of your fleet is considered old.
Correct. FTA has a 12-year lifespan for buses, and right now we have 101 that are in our fleet that are past that. So that means that we're having an increase of breakdowns, we're having increased costs to maintain them. There's a 133% increase to a cost increase to maintain a 15-year-old bus compared to a 10-year-old bus. And right now our oldest bus in our fleet is 16 years old.
16. With
more than 500,000 miles.
So what's the solution? What do you guys propose?
We need sustainable funding, and that is our biggest challenge right now. So our SORTA board has expressed the intent to put a Hamilton County-wide sales tax on the ballot in November of 2018. And that would allow us to, as a system, be able to replace those buses as we need to. On average, we should be replacing about 35 buses a year. So to do that over a 10-year period, we'll need $126 million to do that. And
so when taxpayers are like, well, I don't want to pay for a whole bus, I don't use it. What you're saying, though, is that like 80% of it would come from the federal government, though.
Yes. To purchase buses, we use grants. So to apply, we need a 20% match. And so if we don't have that 20% available, we can't even apply for those grants.
What are you hearing from riders? What do they want out of this?
Riders want service that allows them to connect to jobs, school, healthcare. They want faster service along the routes. They want increased frequency, so 15 to 20 minutes versus the now an hour wait between buses. And they want earlier start times and later service, which we don't currently offer because that requires increased funding to be able to do that.
So really, this is not just about transportation. It's about people keeping jobs, getting to jobs, and funneling that money back into the community.
Absolutely. Whether you ride the bus or not, we all depend on someone who takes the bus, whether it's your barista at your local coffee shop, your nurse, your teacher. Everyone in our community has someone they know who relies on Metro. And it's a big part of getting people out of poverty, being able to connect to jobs. And so as a public transportation system, it benefits our region to have a competitive system that attracts jobs to this area, that retains our talent, and helps our whole community.
Brandy Jones from Metro, thank you, and we'll keep you up to date on what happens with these aging buses. Chris?
640.